rest of the day. Virtually perfect conditions for this 4.5 kilometre.
I think all of them were in pit lane for the pit walk earlier on. Let's have a look at your grid. Third row of the grid is Wahyu Negro for the Yamaha Racing Team Indonesia. Ferozi Turakatula in position number 13. Rocco Sessler position. Well, we're ready to go. Supersport 600. Great start there from McKinley Cole Paz. He's pulled up alongside our pole man already as they make their way down to turn one, and he did it all with his front wheel in the air. But he'll have to slot into third position as they make their way through turn one for this first time, and it is the pole-ridden Asman that leads them out of turn one and up the long straight through the kink at turn two towards turn three for the first time. Both of the Yamahas are well placed.
Yeah, breathtaking start there for most of this field. And look at Adinanza Putra coming up through to challenge for the lead. Great drive out of turn two and all the way up through the long section of that circuit. It is bike number 31, Sanat Longplio, the local rider that momentarily held the lead, but blasting up the inside, it was Helmi Asman on 32. He's run wide though on the exit of turn four, and he's got to slip back to about fourth position. No, he tries to go around the outside. I'm doing about 120 BPM at the moment, so goodness knows what these guys are doing. And Adinanza Putra is through to the front already.
But how was the slide?
Tried to challenge him for P3.
An extremely hectic start, Barry, you have to say. Turns 9 and 10 there. All the legs come out as we go hard on the brakes into turn 12, and it is Sanat Longplio, the local rider. Oh! Almost off the track and almost off the bike. They blast down the start-finish straight for the first time at full noise. And then going into turn one, it is the local man. Sanat that leads on board bike number 31. We've got a trio of Hondas at the front, the two Yamahas in fourth and fifth position.
What a race this is shaping up to be, Phil. That first lap was like a last lap.
It was, and look at the group behind, they haven't dropped anyone off. There was smoke coming off some
end. Anupap Samoon for Yamaha Racing Thailand. Helmi Asman's behind him on the Honda Paz. How he's doing, he's some way back. 63 is your pole starter. He's down in sixth place and down goes. I think that's Ferozi Turakatula who's just gone down, and he's taken Reza Danica Arens with him.
Yep.
Lap. Let's catch up with it now. So 1 out of 3 Astra Hondas.
Control how he managed to gather it up and still maintain his momentum. There you go. There's Casma Daniel up into the lead.
Ooh.
Is that one of the Hondas? I don't know if there's that an Astra Honda that's run wide in the final corner.
Yeah.
Lead. And it's certainly not the 32 machine of Helmi Asman. You can see him in there as well.
Yeah, that would have been Hergen that went off then.
Saifuddin Asman was in fourth place as they came up the straight. He's still there. He's gone down. He's gone down on the entry into turn three. We were just talking about him. Saifuddin Asman on board bike number 63 has crashed out.
It wasn't a mistake like yesterday, but he did lose his drive there. Wahyu Nugroho, yesterday's third place finisher, to get past him as they come down to turn 12 and give chase to the Malaysian Yamaha in front of him.
Well, what made that a whole lot easier there for Anupam was the fact that Adinanza Putra had a massive moment and lost a fair bit of sixth position. You can see him there, the fifth rider in that group of five, from second to back to sixth.
Yeah, at the front it's a 1 second advantage for Casma Daniel.
The psychological 1 second barrier. That's when the riders behind just sort of think maybe is he getting too far ahead to try and catch up. Anupam certainly hasn't given up hope as he gets the run through these corners.
Twice out, tap the side of his head in the think, keep your head straight kind of thing, as Helmi Asman moves through into P3. Race winner back to P4. And the gap is down to under 0.7. So these...
Another fastest lap of his race for Anupam Samoon. That's 4 laps in a row. He's getting faster and faster. That target is getting closer and closer. And it's just firing him on in front of his home crowd here at the Chang International Circuit. He's got a little bit of a top speed advantage over
Casma in front of him. Let's see how they go down into turn 4. But Anupam now in touch. And as you said, Phil,
that was done by Adinanza Putra on board his Honda. He's going to need all of that now as he sees closing in right from behind. It's Helmy as to turn 12. Completion of this lap, there'll be 2 more laps to go. Here comes Helmy Asman up the inside. Can't quite get the run. Oh no, it was a very close call there between the Yamaha and the Honda. And that Long Pliao on board bike number 31.
And Anupam takes another 10th out of race leader Casper Daniel.
You don't need a timing monitor to tell you that that one has closed right down to absolutely nothing now. Look at the Hondas. Oh, Tanat sliding the bike in there. He was just a little bit bike stopped and turned enough, and he's lost that position now to Wahoo Negro on board bike number 89.
That's a real ding dong.
All in the 140s on that last lap. Nothing between their lap times. Only a 10th of a second here, 10th of a second there.
And Anupam was a 10th quicker through sector 1. Last 2 laps has been losing out in sector 2 to Casma. So this chase is really hard work for the Thai rider.
Coming down, but he's been keeping consistent, and now it looks like the charge forward has almost stopped as is that Helmy Asman up the inside on board bike number 32 at turn 12. Final lap is underway as they start this last lap.
Yeah, he was faster through sectors 2 and 3, and he's now looking safe, bar any error from the Malaysian. He's got bags of experience, international, Asian experience, Malaysian experience, and I think the battle to watch for now is this one on the podium.
Yeah, at the moment currently being led by yesterday's race winner at Ananta Putra.
Races, that's for sure.
Oh, I thought Helmy was coming up the inside there. Don't discount Wahoo Negro as well on board the 89 machine. Looking very aggressive on this last lap. Actually been a bit of contact with someone.
Now it's advantage Adananta.
Here we go though, into the final corner. It is Casper Daniel that will take the win, but the real excitement is in this battle for the podium. There goes Casper Daniel across the line. Second was Anupam Samoon, and getting the run to the flag. It was yesterday's race winner. Asman just not quite getting there in the end, and it's Adananta Putra that takes 3rd place.
Never quite let him get close enough, kept him out of the draft.